Show hasn't even been out a full week at the time that I'm recording this, and bro's already been sexualized. This is probably gonna end up like whatever Tumblr was doing with the one slur back in 2013. Like, damn, what's next? We gonna bring the bronies back? Like, come on. Welcome to the first ever Quick Joint, a series where a video is too long to be too short, but too short to be a full-length video. Today we're talking about the amazing digital circus. If you're anything like me, you probably grew up watching a lot of SMG4. I haven't kept up in the last 2 years, mainly because I just grew out of the content. One thing I remember the Hobo Bros themselves talking about right before I stopped keeping up was a little startup called Glitch Productions, with only one show to its name, that being Meta Runner. Fast forward to now and they have 4 shows, over 154 million channel views, and over 2 million subscribers. And sadly, I haven't been there for any of it. So with all the hype building around their newest effort, the Amazing Digital Circus, which had hit 1 million views in the first 3 hours it was released, and this banger promo poster made by the show's creator, I might as well see what all the fuss is about. You start off with this N64 style intro segment, which I really like. The banger theme song gets interrupted by this woman that may or may not have been put in the circus by force. I'm just saying, man, it might be a possibility. Let's talk about how fluid this animation is though. Like, it's so smooth and it has the energy of like an old Looney Tune, you know, minus the racism, but in the style of a CG cartoon. It really lets you feel the anxiety and fear that our protagonist has from being transported here. Man, this is a potentially dark premise, but maybe for kids too.
What the is going on?
Okay, maybe not. I guess maybe it's in that monkey wrench category where it's not like super overt with its adult content while still making it obvious who the target demographic is. A circus filled with trapped human souls. What better way to heal your inner child, right?
Anything can happen! Except for swearing.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, the censoring's in universe? I did not expect that. Our main character, Pomni, finally realizes she can't leave this place. Makes me wonder if in the future, towards the end of the show, she could finally devise a plan to get back home, like an Amphibia Owl House type vibe. What's unique about this pilot is that we're thrusting into the circus world just as quickly as Pomni is in universe, bringing it back to the Amphibian Owl House examples. In both of those shows, their first episodes at least give you some type of glimpse of what their lives were like before they got sent to another world, or how they got there. But this pilot doesn't give us a chance to find out any of that. I think that's pretty compelling. Pomni is then shown her living space and a place nobody can go to called the Void, having some Gumball flashbacks from that name. Turns out Pomni can't remember her name when asked. I'm assuming this is how we find out how she got the name Pomni. Pomni and the other circus members have to play a game called Gather the Goinks. This nigga over here starts laughing like he just did psychedelics and ketamine at the same time.
Gather the Gloinks!
Goinks are basically these beings that steal everything in sight. I'm assuming that the circus is a video game since Pomni got called an NPC earlier in the episode. And judging by the context of this scene, it seems they meant this by its original definition and not the cringe TikTok version that makes you think about live stream clips you wish you never came across.
Anyone needs me, then f off.
Oh god, oh jeez!
She'll be alright. These 3 try to check on Kaufmo. We'll find out more about him later, while these 2 try to catch up with Zubul. Ragatha is the nice one in the group. Jack seems laid back and mischievous at the same time, and it's actually the creator's favorite character, and the fan base's favorite too, in the most not safe for work 2013 Tumblr way possible. Show hasn't even been out a full week at the time that I'm recording this, and bro's already been sexualized. This is probably gonna end up like whatever Tumblr was doing with the one slur back in 2013. Like, damn, what's next? We gonna bring the bronies back? Like, come on. Gangle has a mask that can break easily and can display her emotions, usually happiness and sadness. Kinger is a chess piece who had been reassembled into a king, and because of that, he lost his mind. Both Gangle and Kinger have valid reasons to be as anxious and all over the place as they are. Ragatha tells Pomni that everyone did try to find a way out in the beginning, but eventually gave up. This lets us, the audience, know there's some unpacked trauma from dealing with that. This nigga Jax has a key to Kaufmo's room for some reason, and he uses that so they could get in and check on him. Man, this guy's really a certified jerk. Hope he gets more screen time though. They get in, turns out bro looks like the Master Core from Smash Brothers. See why I was so vague about his character premise in the beginning? Like, what's really going on with my boy Kaufmo? Well, he's been abstracted, which according to Ragatha happens when you reach your breaking point. I'm assuming from mental exhaustion. It makes me wonder if that could happen to these two at some point. Speaking of them, they're just standing around listening to Zubul's pain in the distance instead of actually helping. I'm curious if this aspect of their characters might change later on. Jax runs into them and lies about Kaufmo's mental state, which at this point seems very in character for him. He sends them down this portal where the Gloinks are. Apparently there's some big beast they're feeding everything to. Meanwhile, Ragatha is glitching out from being attacked by Kaufmo earlier in the episode, and Pomni feels bad for not knowing how to help. Ragatha tells her to find Kane to fix her and take care of Kaufmo. She looks through all these weird rooms trying to get to him. They find Zubul, but after Kingle tries to grab her, bro remembers he doesn't have arms, so she still gets eaten anyway. This thing tries to turn everybody into a Gloink, trying to strike fear into our main cast, but Jax is unamused. Then Kaufmo falls on it and Zubul comes out safe. Very anticlimactic, but I think that was the point. The big threat that was only threatening for like 3 seconds. Kaufmo started beating the bricks out of that thing, and then everyone else just casually leaves on the elevator. It's just such an odd looking area of the circus to have an elevator in, I swear. After not being able to find Kane, Pomni starts to go hysterical, constantly going through doors. Might be my favorite scene because of how eerie it is. She finally reaches the last door to this weird looking place that reminds me of those old Cartoon Network ads from the early 2010s. Oh wait, that's the Void. Kane finds out she's in the Void through his wacky watch, which funnily enough just has the Hanna-Barbera running sound effect. At least I think it is. He then teleports Pomni out of the Void. Everybody else is there, says he lied about there being an exit because it wasn't finished. This raised so many questions. So if our 6 main characters were forced into the circus, why would he even want to build an exit for them to leave? Couldn't he just exploit them until they're dead if he really wanted to? Is he aware that they're being forced into this life? How much power does he actually have over the circus itself? There's just so much I want to learn about this world. Anyway, Ragatha gets fixed and they get a feast as a reward for defeating the Gloinks. The food is digital since they don't have to actually eat or sleep. As we learn this, we zoom into Pomni's distraught face. It is a video game, and that's the end. I can't fully put the potential of this show into words. It's crazy when you stumble upon art that you can't even communicate your thoughts on directly. It was a feeling I got the first time I saw Spider-Verse 2, which I definitely didn't do an unboxing of or anything like that. The unique character designs, their personalities, the vibrant art direction does such a good job at damn near distracting you of the dark potential of its premise with the scenery. Plus, on top of all that, the fact that you could watch this for free on YouTube and produced by 1/2 of a YouTube channel that carried my childhood is crazy. It inspires me even more to keep going with my own show, one I've been working on for almost 7 years. It's about these 4 quadruplet brothers and their girlfriends spreading activism throughout their community through their own respective aspirations, ranging from music, animation, science, among other things. You can either support my casting call or watch my last video to learn more about it if you're interested. But anyway, this show makes me hopeful for the future of indie animation. The traditional industry? Now that's a different story. With Nick's over-reliance on existing IP, Cartoon Network and Adult Swim fighting for space, and Netflix treating their animation department as disposable just to cut costs, I don't know what's going on over there right now. But Glitch Productions really showed out with this pilot. Now I'll have to check out the rest of their filmography. I'll probably watch Murder Drones next. I really like the character designs on that one. Anyway, this has been a quick joint. Watch my last 2 videos, follow my socials, all linked in the description. And until next time, I'm out this mode.